Yeah, I mean the women are playing. Remember, they are playing in these triangulars for every positions, and right now we have all of the positions between. I mean, the 6th place with the Sea Dragon from Australia, 7 is the Hammerheads, Vienna in the 8th place. From Austria, Barcelona, Spain is on the 9th, Helvetia from Switzerland on the 10th, and Fizzalis from Italy on the 11th. However, we still need to see the results of the next games to know the places from 1 to 5. And Orcas Femenina play earlier today at 8:30 in the morning against Akaren from Norway. They lost 1-0. And now they have to play against Langen, and then we have to see the play between Langen and Akaren to see who is first, who is second, who is third. So let's see, we have 285 people watching. Do we have German audience, German fans and the Colombian fans? Haben wir deutsche Fans für Langen? Tenemos a los colombianos ya presentes para acompañar al equipo femenino de Orcas, que perdió esta mañana 1-0 contra Karen, contra Noruega. A ver.
Hello, Lorena.
Wolf is back.
The wolf is back in the house.
I miss you.
Really, you did?
That? Yes, a little bit.
Huh.
Although it's fine with Lisa.
So we see the referee area here. I was just talking to the referee. They are really excited for the upcoming games, which will be really a challenge to referee, because they are going to be fast games with experienced teams who know how to play rough without showing it. So, yes.
Yeah, let me say that, sorry. I just realized that Australia, the males and the females are both in 6th place. I mean, the Sea Dragons on the 6th place on the female table, and the whales in the 6th position on the male. So, good job, guys.
So last day here, and we're waiting for the game coming up, Langen against Orcas. I was talking to Steffi of the Langen team, and she's also excited to get into this game.
This is going to be 2 times 15 minutes, okay? Because it's on the position from 1 to 3rd place, and Orcas having the ball.
Going forward really fast already.
Very quickly towards the Langen basket, and they are missing a couple of important players. We don't see Kati.
Langen does.
Langen, yes, Langen. And as Maren has birthday as well, one of the players. Happy birthday, Maren, to you. So let's see how's gone this game's going to be. Kati is sick at home.
So very important key players of the Langen team are not in the team of Germany we see today, but this is also a chance for other players to come up and show their strength, not relying on these key players. So I'm curious, the Orcas do the same as they did to Akaren. They are swimming a lot and are really present here, but that was a hesitation from the Orca player, and Langen player intercepted her and wrapped around the ball. So we're going up to the surface close to the Langen basket in a cluster. Any prediction, Lorena, for this game?
No, everything is open. I mean, I saw that this morning the Orcas, when they play against Akaren, they started also quite quick, and eventually they lost a little bit their game. So let's see if they can be more awake and keep more the game against Langen, and let's see what Langen does about it, right? Because they have 2 different games, very, very different games.
Game styles.
In the styles, I mean, yes. So we have 2 Orcas trying to attack into the German basket. That's we have one player with the ball attacking from the bottom against the back of the goalie, but it was very well tackled away by one of the German players.
And we have to add to that, the Orca players are... there's a call from the referee. Both referees are going up. So it's going to be a... okay, free throw against Langen. The Orca players are really young players. Some of them don't have much experience. Really, most of the team is really young, with some experienced players like Lilo and Andrea and Angelina in the team.
And Claudia.
And yeah.
Okay, Margarita under the I think she's attacking under the back of the player with the ball. Great save from the goalie. Now they are packed. The goalie is like a cocoon around the ball. Now they stole the basket, but
Langen
they lost
in ball possession and going for a counter attack, and stopped by a Colombian player in the middle or almost in the half of the Colombian team. Colombia defense is in position. They had time due to the help of their forechecking defense that stopped that player from the counter attack, and now Langen is in a lock to the surface.
Yeah, that was a great save from the Orcas players, because otherwise the counter-attack would have been really, really dangerous to stop. So we have Germany trying to attack from the top. One of the players locked.
Really good attack here from above. And now there is heat on the Colombian basket, and Lange is coming in with wave after wave and going in with force. And you see the strength with which the players with the ball push into the defense. And the Orcas are doing pretty well right now to fend off the attacks. Langen is coming in again from above, and there's only one player now attacked by several Orca players going up to the surface. Ball is on the close side. The relentless attack forechecking from the Orcas is pretty much stopping the attacks from Langen, but if they would make a mistake, something like a goal could happen at once. Orcas in ball possession, trying to break free into the half of Langen.
Bueno, vamos a ver, chicos, a ver, mis queridos colombianos, voy a tratar de hablar un poquito en español. Y estamos con un contraataque con Orcas, que están moviendo el balón, están jugando rápido, estuvieron defendiendo muy bien los ataques de las alemanas y ahora están en una jugada muy riesgosa. ¡Es gol! ¡Gol para Colombia! That was a gap
from the goalkeeper. And
I'm a
we
little
see
bit
the replay.
Who scored 99?
I love all the German
players. Was it 99? White player 99.
What happened?
No, the white player 99.
What happened?
Scored.
Yeah, okay, the score, yes. I'm a little bit, I mean, I love Colombia. Everyone knows by this time I cannot hide anymore, but I love the German players too. I play with these girls. So it's a bit turning for me. I mean, it's difficult.
It's surprising this goal happened so early in the first half, after less than 5 minutes. I would have expected to take a little bit more time for the first goal in this competition here in this game. So wow, the Orcas are really putting speed here in the water. But Lange now woke up, and they stopped another attack. Ball was taken away but stopped in the middle of the pool. Forechecking of the Orcas is...
Something happened, the referee, I mean,
very good.
It's a different game than from this morning from Academy. They're much more, much present in the game. They cannot take any chance because they lost today 1-0. So if they want to stay on the run for the first place, they have to win.
The Orcas play more aggressive. They go in with much more pressure and will. So Orcas in defense, free throw for Langen. And the free throw was stolen away after the second touch from the Orcas, and they're coming back to the Langen basket, and this goes really fast. Langen has to be careful now because the Orcas are speeding it up and putting a lot of pressure in the defense from the open side. The fighting here one-on-one is really intense. You see, as soon as one player got the ball, they are attacked from the other team. So it's bam, bam, bam style of playing that really is amazing to watch, and it takes my breath away.
Du kannst auch ein bisschen Deutsch reden, Wolf, also für die deutsche Zuschauer, also ich kann ein bisschen Spanisch sprechen.
Ja. Vielleicht einen kleinen Beitrag. Hallo in Richtung Langen und deutsche Zuschauer. Wir haben gerade schon gesagt, das Orca-Team besteht aus sehr, sehr jungen, eigentlich unerfahrenen Spielern. Das ist unglaublich, was sie hier ins Wasser bringen. Und Langen ist wirklich unter Druck, vor allem nach diesem ersten Tor in den ersten 5 Minuten, was für mich relativ überraschend war. Ich hätte nicht gedacht, dass die Orcas oder dass überhaupt das erste Tor von einer von den beiden Teams
so schnell, ne? Also in die ersten 2 Minuten.
Man sieht jetzt, dass das gesamte Spiel an Tempo gewonnen hat und Langen jetzt auch versucht, mehr Druck zu machen, aber ständig von diesem konstanten Vorchecking von den Orcas gestoppt wird. Und so richtig kommt Langen gerade nicht ins Spiel. Die Orcas sind überall und blockieren die Angriffswellen der Langener Spieler total und setzen die Verteidigung der Langener an ihrem Tor ziemlich stark.
Y ahora está Orcas atacando la portería de las alemanas. O sea, estamos hablando que nos ha sorprendido que han podido hacer el primer gol dentro de los primeros 2 minutos del partido. Y tenemos el siguiente ataque de Orcas, la 99 posicionada, fue la que hizo el primer gol. Las alemanas no están pudiendo realmente reaccionar al juego rápido de Orcas. O sea, han estado un poco en la portería de Orcas, pero Orcas está muy presente, lo necesita porque perdieron 1-0 contra Karen. Si quieren ganar la competencia, tienen que ganar este partido y tienen que ganarlo con la mayor cantidad de goles que puedan. Entonces ahora tenemos justo Langen atacando, viniendo sobre el lado cerrado, pero tenemos a toda Orcas abajo del agua tratando de recuperar ese balón, pero tienen que tener cuidado de recuperarlo a tiempo y de salir como están haciendo ahora. Now, counter-attack from
the Orcas again, and they are really found a way to stop the attacks from Langen, getting the ball and turning the pages around, going for the German basket. And Langen is struggling here to keep up with the fast play of the Orcas. I'm surprised and I'm not surprised, because what we saw in the game of the Orcas against Akaren, that was really amazing, and they do the same here for Langen, and I'm curious if Langen catches up here with the fast game of the Orcas. Here again, the ball is loose, and it should be in Langen possession, but the Orcas immediately swarm the whole area with several players and stop any attempt of the German players to leave their danger zone around the basket.
Yes, and again, if Orcas wants to have a go for the first place, they need to win this game with as many scores as possible, because they're going to be a directe Vergleich. How do you say directe Vergleich?
Direct comparison.
Yes, and I've mentioned before it's the birthday of Maren from the Langen team, but it's also the birthdays of the son from Claudia Saldarriaga. So happy birthday for both of them from this
there we have an Orca player directly under the basket. The defense of Langen is really...
another goal from the Orcas. That was a mistake from the goalie. It was really unstable in position.
White player number 19, goal.
Das überrascht mich gerade total, was ich hier sehe. Wir haben 2 Orca-Spieler unter dem Tor. Hier ist das Replay des Tors. Und hier die Orca-Spielerin auf der offenen Seite ist komplett frei und
Timeout blue.
Attackiert.
Timeout blue.
Das ist ein überraschendes Spiel hier für mich für Langen. Und die Orcas sind gefühlt in der Überzahl hier
Gol de Manuela.
im Wasser.
Bueno, 2-0, increíble, o sea, ahí Langen realmente cometió un error defensivo terrible. Las dos jugadoras de Orca estaban muy bien posicionadas debajo de la portería, recibieron el balón y pudieron desestabilizar a la portera. Así que Langen necesita ahora realmente ver cómo se recompone para intentar igualar este partido como mínimo.
It feels a little bit like Langen is overrun by the presence of the Colombian players in the water. It's 6 against 6, but it feels like we have 10 players from Colombia in the water. They are practically everywhere, stopping all initiative that comes from the Langen players. And Langen do their game here in this first half, and we are less
so
than
4 minutes
5
left. Remember this 2 times 15 minutes. So Langen still has 20 minutes to recover from this 2-0, and I know the girls, and I know they can. So Orcas needs to stay put on the game and very, very awake, because if they give a small chance to Langen, they have a couple of players that are very, very dangerous when they attack, so they just need to arrive and do the score. So let's see how things develop.
We haven't seen a goal from Langen, haven't seen one, because when they are close to the basket of the Orcas, it's going to burn, and we only saw 1 or 2 attempts. Now there's another one, Langen coming in from the close side, but really the Orcas are using the numbers and the speed to practically eliminate any attempt from Langen to find their game, to concentrate, to find together. They are in between everything Langen puts here in the water. And here we go again, another fast
counter-attack.
break.
3 players from Orcas, but
that
that ball pass
very
was
good
intercepted.
That was a
pity because they go to steal the
and
basket.
Here Langen was in between. Very nice stop done in the middle of the pool to stop this counter-attack, which could been quite dangerous for the German basket again. But again, the Orcas reorientate and come back to defend their basket in time. So we are back at the Colombian basket, and Langen tries to come from the close side on the bottom of the pool into the defense area, but the forechecking of the Orcas is blocking again and again the
ball drop
of the waves.
Orcas recovered the ball and is trying to swim away, but the German team is very good intercepting. They are in the middle of those spaces. However, Orcas manage, and they are already at the basket again, trying to attack the goalies. 1 against 2. The next is positioned on the one side. Let's see, the goalies need to be careful with those gaps that they leave when they change. They are on the close side. The ball now is, I think, was being pulled up, and they're fighting directly. The ball fell on the hands of the Colombian player that is trying to come from the side, that's being kept away by the forechecking of the German team. That they're doing a great job. They cannot allow the Colombians to be underneath the basket again, because if it's 3-0, it's going to be more and more away. And now they're still fighting on the surface. The next Colombian player is coming from above, trying to pass to the one that is behind the back of the goalie. But Steffi, number 10 is, I think it's Laura. No, shit. Stephanie or Laura just tackle the player of the game. Let me take a look at the players' numbers.
So the defense of Langen is now in better position than it has been in the last attack when they caught the goal, and they're pretty aware of what is happening. And wow, just saying that, and I saw another empty basket, and the defense was a little bit late here in place, but no danger so far. The attacker with the ball was tackled away by the forechecking defense pretty fast. And we're up on the surface again in a cluster, I guess. And Colombia is coming back out of the cluster from the surface into the defense of Langen. Langen really is under pressure here constantly. Again, there's a player from the open side coming in, and the next one is coming in. It's not only wave, but it's really happening immediately. And the basket now is stolen from the Colombian player. But we have a cluster on the surface and a call from the referee.
And it's a free throw for Langen, and it was Laura. Laura's the number 10, Stefan number 6.
45 seconds left here in this first half of the competition. Langen from Germany in blue against Orcas from Colombia in white. And the Orcas are leading in a 2-0 high-intensity game that was controlled mostly by the Colombian players.
We have 26 seconds left from the first half, and Langen is intent to attack. Let's see if they can maybe manage to score in the last 15 seconds. We have now Ria trying to attack, passing it far to the next player, and Colombia really putting everything they have to keep those players and that ball away from the basket. Now we have on one-on-one, I mean the
over.
Okay, over. Okay, 2-0 for Orcas, and this is surprising. I wouldn't have expected to have this difference already on those first 15 minutes.
If you would ask me, I would have said a 0-0 in the first half, or even probably a 1-0 for Langen. We see again the score seconds here. That was a nice attack. No, that's not the score. Yes, here. She had a lot of time, and no defense was under her or behind her to tackle her away, so she had time to work on the proper push into the goalkeeper.
1 second, there's a question here. Si Orcas gana y Langen le gana a Arken, se desempata por goles, exactamente. O sea, se compara directamente por cuánta diferencia. Por eso le conviene tener la mayor cantidad de goles. And I'm going to repeat this in English. Because the girls are playing in a triangular, I know it's a little bit confusing. When you win against one of the 3 teams, it's best if you can achieve the most amount of goals, because if, for instance, now we have that Akaren wins against Orca, but in case that Orcas wins against Langen, and then Langen has to play against Akaren, and let's say Akaren wins again, then the next point of comparison they're going to take is for the amount of goals. So that's why it's very, very important. We see the German team trying to see how they have 15 minutes. I mean, still, and it's 2-0. And these girls are very experienced. There are many players from the national team in the Langen team. So, but they need to put their, I mean, Laura, the number 10, she's the captain. She's a great defender and very, very experienced players. So trying to tell the girls what is can be better. They need to be with their heads. They are strong.
In my impression, Lorena, Langen did not really work as a team in this first half, which was due to the fact that they couldn't find together, because when they looked around they saw Colombians. So it was really hard for them to find together. You have these moments, the game starts, and you get into your rhythm.
Yes.
And if the attacking team manages to get in between, like they did with Akaren, the Colombians did the same with Akaren. You cannot find the rhythm you need to start your attack and play mode. And here Langen was really out of the game, in my opinion, for the first half.
Yes, because Colombia did what, in my opinion, I mean, Colombia really played their game. And Langen could not really get to the point where you disrupt so much the game that you can start doing your game. So they have been reacting a lot, and when you are reacting, you're on the pace of the other team, and then the things you do are not as successful. I mean, I feel for Katy, I feel for Lena also that are not here.
Yes.
I even want to jump in the screen to start playing.
Jump in the screen. I would like to see that, Lorena. So what is your prediction for the second half? I think Langen has to go in the offensive and try to dig in the area of the Colombian basket.
There's a question also when it's going to be the next game between Langen and Akaren. It's going to be before the final. It's going to be at 2:15 before the final of the men between Molde from Norway and Orcas from Colombia.
So, yes, your prediction for the second half, Lorena. How is Langen going to react, in your opinion?
1 minute left of the break.
From what they learned.
I don't know.
1 minute
because
left.
I have seen that after 3 minutes, some teams really get on that state of mind where they can really change the game. We've seen a few times, and Germany can't do that. But I don't know. They have the potential, definitely. And if look what happened with Akaren and Orcas. Orcas also in the first minute were like more dominated, and suddenly Akaren took over and went. So this can happen. We have these three top teams of Germany, of Norway, and of Colombia can change, really turns games around, let's say. But
yes,
let's
I
see
agree.
if now they can get there.
If Colombia can hold up their game as they did in the first half, it's going to be difficult for Langen. But it's not
teams ready?
everything we saw here in the first half that Langen can do. So curious how they will react after the experience of the first half.
All right,
here we
let's
go.
see.
And
And Germany got that ball as Stephanie,
Contact.
number 6.
And we see the same again. Colombia in ball possession as we seen in the first half. Colombia really fast, playing in a tight swarm-like feeling.
Counter-attack from
Langen.
Germany.
This is what we know from Langen, coming in numbers together to the opponent basket. Oh, that was a dangerous pass here from a Colombian player into the opponent. Second dangerous pass again. But nevertheless, after the attack, Langen lost a little bit of momentum and gave Colombia enough room to cross almost half of the pool, and we're back at the Langen area here on the close side.
Yeah, because it was a very good counter-attack they did, but they just managed to arrive and then lost the ball. So now we have Colombia on the German side attacking already 3 players from Colombia. They go with everything they have, and I haven't seen this consequence from the German team yet. So now they're fighting. Let's see what the ball is on the corner in the hands of one of the Colombia players, and Colombia still in possession of the ball, a little bit farther away from the goalie from the basket of Langen. They are now in a what's the word you use in English when you have players?
Cluster.
A cluster. Thank you. Let's see. I mean,
still in the middle of the pool.
We have
on
one
the
Colombian, one
surface.
German waiting for the ball to drop.
Call from the referee. Ball was out of water, so it's a free throw against Langen.
Yes, I have Laura send me the actualized list of players. So I have the actualized player list from Langen.
Standing on edge. They were standing on edge.
They were apparently standing on the little step you see on the side of. So now we have Colombia coming again on the German basket, and when you have 2, 3, 4 players, and then they go away and they come 2, 3, and then they get more players from Colombia than the Germans. So then they achieve that instability, and then they score twice like this. So. The forecheckers from Germany need to really keep that ball in the control farther away from the goalie.
Yep, they let it come too close. I totally agree with you, Lorena. I'm surprised how, not easy, but it looks easy how the Colombians are closing in on the basket of the German team. And I don't see a change here from the first half. Colombia is dominating the game with a fast team play, swarm play, and they're attacking the German basket relentlessly. And here the Colombian player tries to get in between the exchange of the goalkeepers, and the next one is coming, trying to pull the goalkeeper away, passing down to her teammate. There was none. There was one on the close side. She didn't see it, and she's tackled up to the surface, and in a tight lock, ripped free. And the ball is still in Colombian possession. And the next Colombian is coming down from above. This is relentless. And I'd say as much as the defense of Langen is one of the best female defenses.
Okay, attack from the side of the goalie. She had a good grip on the goalie. Let's see if the defender could take the player again. Whoa, that was close, and that's stolen by one of the Colombians. And she got the ball. It's goal. Goal for Colombia, 3-0. That was... Wow, I mean, Colombia, por favor, una jugada fantástica, increíble. Segunda, tercera ola de ataque, roban la portería y hacen el gol. Fantástico, la verdad. I mean, incredible attack from
for
Colombia.
A team like Langen to let another team steal their basket for such a long time is impressive.
The number 11 from Colombia, let me see.
Amazing play from the Colombians.
Really, I mean, it was incredible attack, how successful, how... Now they're awake if we compare this one. Manuela, okay, and before it was Angelica, the 19. Yeah, Manuela did the goal. Now we have Germany on the Colombian side. It's 3-0, it's 10 minutes to go, and it's getting difficult because the problem is those 3-0s, if they get in your head as a team play, then...
Yeah. And I was just talking to Steffi from Langen at the pool, and we agreed rugby is a lot of endurance, physical strength, but a big part of it is in the head. And if you let it get into your head, and it looks like Langen does in this moment, they're not the team I used to see playing here, and the Orcas are definitely getting into their heads, and putting pressure as much as they do, and forcing them to create mistakes, to make openings, and give them the possibility to score. So Langen now tries to break free.
But Colombia just intercept that ball and are in the counter-attack back again, and that ball is like being flipped from one hand to the other. Now 3 Colombians are fighting for the ball, but it went into the German hands. Germany is trying to get out of again. And the problem is I've been too long under attack, so you're a little bit restless to start a very effective counter-attack.
And you see the Langen players are amazing players by themselves, but they don't function as a team in this game. and the Colombians does
Counter-attack,
double
2
so.
white players, the goalie is alone. Oh, that was an unnecessary pass. Great recovery from the goalie, because really, I mean, she was not being attacked. When you're not being attacked, you need to continue the counter. Well, they're coming again, and she's just pushing the goalie up, and goal! Goal from Colombia. Cuarto gol de Colombia. Increíble lo que estamos
Replay
viendo.
here of this
Goal,
attack.
white number 11.
Also ich
Otra vez,
muss,
Manuela.
liebe deutsche Zuschauer, die hier jetzt gerade im Livestream seid, ich bin fast ein bisschen schockiert, was ich hier
Time out white. Time out white.
Ich hätte nicht gedacht, ich hätte gedacht, dass es ein schnelles Spiel wird. Ich hätte gedacht, dass die Kolumbianer
Eine schwierige
Gegner sind, vor allem nach dem Spiel gegen Akaren, was ja der legendäre Champions Cup Gewinner ist der letzten Jahre. Und da haben die schon eine unglaubliche Performance hingelegt. Und ich dachte, dass es so lange schwierig wird. Aber ich hätte nicht gedacht, dass es, ich behaupte jetzt mal, so einfach ist für die Kolumbianer, hier Tore zu schießen gegen Langen. Dass sie Langen Spiel unterbinden und dazwischen gehen, habe ich vermutet. Das war klar nach dem, was man gegen Akaren gesehen hatte. Aber dass sie jetzt mit dem 4-0 in der zweiten Hälfte vorne liegen, hätte ich nie für möglich gehalten. Gegen das lange Team.
Und vor allem, weil
auch
wenn wir so gleich Augenhöhe Mannschaft haben, so wie Colombia, wie Norwegen, wie Deutschland, man ist froh, wenn man mit 1-0 gewinnt, so genauso wie Karen gegen Orcas heute Morgen. Und 4-0 kann für mich, das bedeutet, dass die deutschen Mädels sind ein bisschen, also wie sagt man so, wegen also erstmal von den ersten Tore quasi überwältigen mental gesehen, und die sind so ein bisschen schon
raus.
Ein bisschen eingeschüchtert oder ein bisschen raus.
Tor 3 und 4 kamen relativ schnell hintereinander. Yeah. So yes, what we were just talking in German is we are really amazed what is happening here. No question, the Orcas doing an amazing game as we saw against Akaren, but I wouldn't have expected them to be able to score 4 times against Langen, and especially 3 and 4 in such a short time. So Langen is not in the water here, and it feels a little bit they play each player by themselves, but as a team they are not functioning. It must be frustrating for Langen what we see right here.
They had some really good situations and great defending, but they're not being so consistent like they need to. Okay, they are attacking now. They're just the defenders being pushed away, and where's the ball against? Okay, the ball have been just stolen by the Colombian player that is giving it to the next counter-attack. The 99 is coming 1-on-1 with the 2 against 1. Great work by the goalie at that moment. That was really, really close. Colombia is still having the ball on the corner. The goalies are a little bit overwhelmed by the pressure that Colombia is putting.
And as you always say, Lorena, Langen is reacting and reacting more and more stressed on the attacks of the Colombians coming in. Now a Langen player tries to get it, and then passes back to the goalkeeper, tries to break free, stopped immediately. The ball was punched out of your head. Langen recover the ball. Now we have counter-attack from one player going for the basket, but before she reaches it, she turns around and passes backwards.
So Colombia now trying to defend.
Next wave of Langen trying to get through, but it's amazing how these Colombians stop the attacks from Langen.
Yeah, they cannot have a continuity long enough to create to force the mistake. So we have a counter-attack from Colombia in the surface with the ball coming from above directly to the goalie, from above passing down to the one of the players on the one side. She's going against the back of the goalie, and the next player, let's see who has the ball now. still there's one Colombian player with the ball on the close side going to the goalie again. They're putting so much pressure on the basket. Great job from Langen defending that. I mean, it was like 3 attacks, one-on-one with the
and
player
that's
with
the
the goal.
thing, Lorena. You see the capabilities of Langen in certain moments, but not as a whole here in the water.
No, I mean, they have moments where they recover, but then they don't have the
Breaks
consistency, breaks again a little bit. So
It's
great job from the Orcas.
The game of the Orcas, and Langen is watching what's happening here, and me too. I'm pretty surprised, like I already said. And just imagine, these are amazingly young players in the Colombian team.
Most of them are under 26 years old.
Yeah, and don't have much experience. And Claudia, the coach of the team, just told me we come back in some years and we will win the Champions Cup. And seeing what we see right here, I can't imagine that.
Well, let's see. Okay, Colombia attacking again. Less than 4 minutes left from the second half, and the German team cannot get out of their half. And they're defending great. I mean, they have been like at least 4 or 5 times where the ball was really, it was really close for Colombia to score again. So the
Call
goal
from
is
the referee.
Yes, okay.
On the surface.
Number 9, warning. If you take the mask, you get 2 minutes, okay? You was up in their face with the white player.
Okay, so I think
a
the
warning
9,
against
the
number
blue
9 from Langen.
That's
okay,
Petra.
no problem.
Got a
Yes,
warning.
okay, no problem. It's just a warning. A warning on
because
the
she attacked the mask apparently.
So it's
and
no
he said-
time penalty, it's
No,
just
not
a
yet,
warning.
but the next time he will if she does it again. So now the free,
Für die
free throw
deutschen
for
Zuschauer ganz kurz, die Nummer 9 von
Warning.
Langen hat eine
Only
Verwarnung
warning.
gekriegt,
Only
weil sie die
warning.
Maske angegriffen hat und
yes, but it's warning. So
sie dachte, sie ist jetzt kriegt eine Zeitstrafe und ist rausgegangen, muss aber nicht. Es war nur eine Warnung, weil sie die Maske von der Kolumbianerin angegriffen hat. And we're back again with Colombia attacking the Langen basket as we've seen in the last 17 minutes or 12 minutes here in the second half, in the first 50 minutes in the first half. Colombia is unstoppable here.
9 and 21. I have it. 9:21.
Langen,
You are speechless.
yes, I am. I pretty much am.
A ver,
I wouldn't
gente,
have expected that.
colombianos queridos, Orca está haciendo un juego fantástico, ganando 4-0 contra el equipo alemán. Realmente han desarmado completamente su juego, el equipo alemán no se ha podido recuperar y las chicas de Orcas siguen atacando. Aquí viene de nuevo el próximo ataque, son 2 contra 2 y las porteras de Langen realmente están reaccionando muy bien. Estoy sorprendida que no han logrado hacer un quinto gol. Pero bueno, todavía hay que esperar el juego de Langen contra Karen. No, we have to wait for a Karen against Langen to see how it goes. But Orcas has 4 goals in the basket already, and a Karen has 1. So already on that they have an advantage. And let's see, it's 1.5 minutes. We're still at the basket of Germany. Colombia continues attacking, and. Yeah, I mean, I also I don't know what to say.
I did not. I repeat myself again and again. I did not expect that.
No, after
as much as I've seen the game of the. Oh, there's another dangerous situation. The Langen player had the ball, but it took quite a while for her teammates to be ready to receive it, and lost it again. And we see a fast counterattack. 2 Colombian players coming from under the basket, going in.
Good recovery from the goalie.
This is what Langen knows, what Langen can do, what they defend. One goalkeeper can deal with 2 attackers. They are good players, and because of that, I'm a little bit shocked here.
Yeah, but Colombia has been, I mean, it's amazing the pressure they put on the basket.
Yes. And the time they spend underwater, the frequency, the intensity we see from the Colombian players
really
is unmatched by what Langen is putting in the water.
So we have the next attack, the next 2 players of Orcas are underneath the basket again. from Langen, we have 2 other players. They keep, you know, a possession in the position, waiting for the ball to count, and they successfully managed to do 4 scores like this. So let's see, it's the next 2 seconds of the game. Okay, 4-0 for
Game
Orcas, 4-0 Orcas gana. Y con estos 4 goles tiene una ventaja. Ahora hay que esperar el partido de Akaren contra Langen para ver quién gana.
Liebe Zuschauer in Deutschland, falls ihr jetzt nicht sofort abgeschaltet habt, weil ihr frische Luft braucht, ich bin tatsächlich, wie ich gerade auch mit Lorena auf Englisch schon gesprochen habe, irgendwie sprachlos gerade über das Spiel. Die Kolumbianer waren wahnsinnig gut. Die haben schon gegen Akaren ein unglaubliches Spiel hingelegt und haben es geschafft, diese legendäres Team Akaren in der ersten Hälfte, denen ihr Spiel zu unterbinden, was ich so in der Art und Weise noch nie gesehen habe. Aber was mich überrascht hat, ist die 4 Tore, die Kolumbianer hier geschafft haben gegen Langen, und Langen eigentlich 90% der Zeit nicht aus ihrer eigenen Hälfte rauskamen. Hätte ich nicht erwartet, trotz des großartigen Spiels der Kolumbianer. Und ich bin maßloser Respekt, was die Kolumbianer hier reinbringen mit ihrer sehr jungen Mannschaft, und eben schockiert, dass Langen sich so hat, sagen wir mal, zu pflücken lassen. Bin jetzt gespannt, wie Langen mit dieser Niederlage 4-0 gegen die Orcas in das Spiel gegen den amtierenden Champions Cup Champion Akaren aus Norwegen reingeht. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und wahrscheinlich bis zum Spiel gleich gegen Akaren. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, we cannot breathe because coming up now is Azul Femenina against Malsch. So Finland, and this is for the 3rd and 4th place.
This is going to be an interesting game. Both teams are strong, and both teams are on the same level. Azul